Hello guys, my name is Prince and this is Smart Center. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Post your comments and questions on my social media handles and I'll respond to it. We are still on the topic simultaneous linear equations in two variables. In the previous video, we learned how to use the substitution method to solve simultaneous linear equations in two variables. In this video, we are going to learn how to use the graphical method to solve simultaneous linear equations in two variables. Let's look at our question for this video. Solve for x and y in x minus 2y is equal to 4 and 2x minus y is equal to minus 1 using the graphical method. So how do we do this? Now, if we want to use the graphical method, this is what you have to do. You are going to draw the graphs of the two equations that have been given to you. Now, this is what I mean. You are going to draw the graph of this equation and this equation on a graph sheet. This is a linear equation, so the graph of this is going to give you a straight line. So if you draw the graph of this equation here, you are going to have a straight line. We know that in drawing a straight line, you need at least 2 points that falls on the line. So if you have, let's say, a point here, and we have another point here, you can draw a straight line. You just join those 2 points. So to help us draw the graph of this equation here, we are going to find 2 points, at least 2 points that falls on the line. I hope that is clear. You are going to find at least 2 points that falls on line, because to draw the graph of a straight line, you need at least 2 points that falls on the line. Now, how are we going to do that? I'm going to assume that, let's say, y is equal to 0. So on this line, if y is equal to 0, then I find x. If I'm able to find x, I'll get 1 point that falls on the line. Then I'll do another assumption and find another point. So in the first instance, I'm going to assume that y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, what this means is that in this equation, I'll replace y with 0. So I'm going to have x minus 2 times 0 is equal to 4. 2 times 0 is 0, so x will be equal to 4. What this means is that when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 4. So I have found my first coordinate, or my first point, which is 4, 0. So I found 1 point that falls on the line. Then I will do another assumption. Let's say when y is equal to negative 2, when y is equal to negative 1, what is x? When y is equal to negative 1, I'll have x minus 2 times minus 1, since y is now minus 1, is equal to 4. This will give me x plus 2 is equal to 4. X will be equal to 4 minus 2. Then x will be equal to 2. So you find the second coordinate, because when y is equal to negative 1, x is equal to 2. So the coordinate, or the point, is 2 minus 1. So you see that with this assumption, I've been able to find 2 points on this line. Now with these 2 points, I can plot them and draw a line. Okay, so I've done that for the first one. I'll do the same thing for the second one too, or the second equation, which is 2x minus y is equal to minus 1. So I'll assume another one. Let's say when x is equal to 0, what is y? So right now x is now 0, so you have 2 times 0 minus y is equal to minus 1. So you have minus y is equal to minus 1. If minus y is equal to minus 1, then we can say that y is equal to 1. You divide both sides by minus 1 and you are going to get y is equal to 1. So that one too, I've been able to find the first point. The x coordinate is 0, the y coordinate is 1. So I found 1 point that falls on this line. I'm going to do another assumption. When y is equal to 3, when y is equal to 3, what will be x? You have 2x minus y is now 3, so it's equal to minus 1. This will give us 2x is equal to minus 1 plus 3. 2x will be equal to 2. If 2x is equal to 2, you divide both sides by 2 and x will give you 1. So that one too, we have the x coordinate to be 1 and the y coordinate to be 3. So for this equation too, I have found 2 points that falls on the line. In the previous one, we found 2 points that falls on the line. We said we need at least 2 points. In this one too, we have found 2 points that falls on the line. So we can say that for the first equation, which is x minus 2y is equal to 4, the 2 points are 4, 0, 2 minus 1. And for the second equation, which is 2x minus y is equal to minus 1, the 2 points are 0, 1 and 1, 3. Now, after you found these 2 points, this is what you do. You pick your graph sheet and you choose a scale that can contain all your points. So make sure that the scale that you choose, you can plot these points on the scale. The points are 0, 1, 1, 3, 4, 0, 2 minus 1. Make sure that the points can be plotted on the scale. So I chose a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit on both axes. So this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. Now you can see on your graph sheet that if you do it very well, your x-axis will be numbering from -5 to 5 and your y-axis will be numbering from -6 to 6. Now you plot these points on the graph sheet. So I'm going to plot them. The first point I'm plotting will be for this, and I'm plotting the first one, which is 1, 3. So 1 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis, and that will be here. So 1, 3. Then I'll plot the next one. The next one is 0, 1. So 0 on the x-axis, 1 on the y-axis. So it will be this point here. So with these 2 points, I can draw a straight line. So you draw a straight line joining them. And the name of this line is line 2x minus y is equal to -1. So that is the first one. Now you do the same thing for the second one here. So you plot the points. The first point I'm plotting is 4, 0. So 4 on the x-axis, 0 on the y-axis. So it will be on the same point. The second point I'll be plotting is 2 minus 1. So 2 on the x-axis minus 1 on the y-axis. So it will be here. That one, so you draw a straight line through it like this. And the name of that line is this, which is x minus 2y is equal to 4. Now you can see that those two lines will meet at a point. Those two lines will meet at the point, and yes, they are meeting at this point here. The x coordinate there and the y coordinate there are the answers to the equation that we have. So the x coordinate is the x answer. The point that they meet, when you trace it up to the x axis, you see that the coordinate there is -2. When you trace it to the y-axis, the coordinate there is -1. So the solution to these equations is -2, x is equal to -2, y is equal to -3. What this means is that from the graph, x is equal to -2 and y is equal to -3. So you can see from here that we have been able to use our graph or the graphical method to find the solution to these equations, which is 2x minus y is equal to -1 and x minus 2y is equal to 4. All you need to do is to assume some points, find them on the equation and plot them on a graph. You do that for both equations. They are going to meet at a certain point, or they are going to intersect at a certain point. The x coordinate there is the x value, the y coordinate there is the y value. So from the graph, we can say that x is equal to -2 and y is equal to -3. What you can do here is that try and solve this simultaneous linear equation using the elimination and substitution method. You will see that you are going to get x to be equal to -2 and y to be equal to -3. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the next video, we are going to solve another example on simultaneous linear equations using the graphical method. Bye-bye.